We dedicate ourselves to doing acts that are patriotic. We dedicate ourselves to really save and properly manage the meager resources of this country. Thank you very much. It's a reminder to all of us.
Thank you.
And thank you very much, all of you here today gathered on Jarama Bui, Jelejen Jeff, Alabaraka Bake, and Wari. It has been 5 hours from the airport to my residence here. I could not have a greater honor. I could not have a more dedicated party members than you. You have shown it all. In fact, the Gambian people's dedication to the United Democratic Party was triggered by the diaspora when in August of this year, we made a visit to Mataro in Spain. What happened there is historic. The whole of Europe gathered in Mataro and did for the United Democratic Party what we expected of them. We raised decent funds. We are not vampires, and when I say some vampires, I'm saying so very advisedly. We do not milk people, but Gambian people who are alive to the suffering of this country, who really want to save this country, put together their honest and resources and give it to us. From Mataro, we went to Atlanta. In the first place, before going to Atlanta, let me say, my fellow Gambians, UDP people, that you, the members of the United Democratic Party, must feel very honored. You, the members of the United Democratic Party, must feel very privileged. For you, through you, your leader being invited to the convention that saw the selection of America's next president. That is a great honor for us. It made me come in contact with some leaders in the world. And the exposure is great. And indeed, from Minnesota, from Chicago, we went to Atlanta. Atlanta, Gambians and other people who are non-Gambians attended our gathering in Atlanta. Some non-party members gave funds to our party. Minnesota, likewise, and of course, Alaska also did their own. So did the great city of Seattle. We all heard what they did under 3 hours. $6 million is under 6 hours. That is what they raised for the United Democratic Party. And they did that for a purpose. And that purpose is to put you in good resources in order to battle the 2026 presidential elections. These are honest Gambians and honest friends of the Gambia who see the Gambia in a situation that they do not think it deserves. And nobody thinks that the Gambia deserves the situation in which we are. Just Saturday, your president, my president, left here to go to his home village of Makamankuda, which I think is really commendable. Any president visiting your home village is really commendable. But he took along with him a fleet of vehicles. The fuel cost of that alone runs into millions. When we had, some time ago, that teaching materials in the schools, in the lower basic schools, are non-existent. Why don't we apply that money? Schools. Yes, from now on up to November, people will be commuting between Banjul and Mankamangkunda, and it will all be at the expense of the government of the Gambia. When you are on leave, even leave iba mo la moto be de ajule sotato masala moto eta ko be li fole danga mira ka ko ni be li fole ko bite fo jola le ni lafta ko ku kala ifan la dépense ka fan kato maje folo ka ko president nyanta la li fo nyanta le pour ka jo ba nata be jola fana amanya na kala ten hani tata tubabu do fan wala fan na dépense be doya la kata be nyenna ba nyaaje ni mole la ko do ka fu nyoma abroad ya di United Democratic Party la ko laftale man sey si nyim banko kan me ya lo ka ko banku ding la hade boda man ko tata ni fendi la ata ko batu nganye ke famo basa ko karle nyi ke jando nganga mwele kabra bata China president of China kodo mendi pour l'optano very good na ya dan ajanta dan is very good na dum ma dan fana diala oto ana kole o nyalfa ya diala bar kodo nya ko la nyame kata kaloptano lo state house benyin tembo mento ten ferio ni amata tamakan nunga amata tamakan ko ijitale bi nyomi kono jeto ninting me tieme muso ma jeto ada nyanta opéré la de woy bo futan la nyam banjul janyaji de danga mira ka fa ko adama na ko do nyi yemen dila ata yake na loptano to melbe bantala e kana loptan lo state house because the loptano lo state house obakla nyanda ka ka loptay molia adama le loptano lo state house janto ko bi adama ko jaajame kanyum bafala nyame ndelanga jamang law state house but these are misplaced priorities. I want to join the rest of the Gambian people mela adama ka ko Gambian kolo ila koye hame ila koye sula ko wokodo ata ngaka ko in the northern region Gambia ni northern region mafo NBR damande ara kata fo pasamas wo dulalto loptan kende man soto jeto at least this part of the region private hospitals will be lalto jantole me alon ka boko ni mo ni delta istano jeto so I appeal to you Adama go that money ikanata yadum loptan to ko be men lola state house amanyang. That will be a misapplication of those funds. The priorities are for our people outside. I hear people go, Yeloptano Lole, Nyomi, Yeke Salikenye, Yeke Kiang, Yeke Wuli, and in Kantoranyol. Yes, Nabunji Jetole. There is no doubt about that. Nabunji Jetole. But Membol Kalaloptano, the fall be Jetole Bang. Theaters nel bijeto le bang most studies nel kidale fall bijeto labs nel bijeto le bang ngwana kam ko ni lafta blood test ne sakino jeto x-ray machines nel bijeto le bang wo dukaral ka plum molla ka bumulo ka mole ko ngalop dan lole wo yata ka ko bum holon o damane bijeto so I ask you ko ko do ni ata ka ken na lop dan to be alo ka ko isulata fenla ngamwe fanang iko ibe na ko melkala senola karola bare man kol ko ni sama na diala kaja kanka tangalto bar moy munaje senol af kuloto me yalon ka ko arma pareta kayiri wande maje the Minister of Agriculture falade because Minister of Agriculture surrogate lom Adama le ata ayaki jeto Adama is responsible dalla banko madi sabalila na banko madi sisela na banko madi Dawda Jallow la na banko ngadi men Adama Barrow so until we are holding Adama Barrow accountable for anything fen kada nyim banko ka badal hold accountable selo fa kan banko kan bi tata businessman or businessman ya abafule ko banko la economy ni abe banko la economy ni abe boy kane dollar to the last moment to be. Pound sterling to the last moment to be. Wale atina. Fenwa bina kanyim bankoka. Abeda be koleade. Hadama is not giving any serious attention to the economy of this country. In fact, Abemenke content. Kanyim fleet of vehicles no take somebody on expenditure me yanoka for me lama. Kadu ko ni mantra mansala bode to. Maybe meet the farmers to Australia. But ni mantra mansala bode. Unexpected expenditure it can melke. Wale atina banko la economy abe boy can by the day. And you have no plans at all of resuscitating the economy of this country. But the Gambian call you all in the diaspora. No, this government, we must kick them out. We must redeem our country. And the attendant will be done to 10. You have to do yours too. By going out and mobilizing people, and the mobilization make a B for this today's event. Make that a continuous activity and mobilize people into the membership of our party and mobilize those members of the party. On election day, you get all of them out to go and vote so that we can achieve what we left the men in Bangkok. Yalong Janimbitala no Nagin Karoke. Mbep Bawdum Ben Lobel from Bafem Jabro for the Jabro. Or Muneti, Nko. Bank member dala to mega bank. Awafita. Lafta yalong awafta jumalema. Ana jafa awafta jolela. Gambian kolela banko. Mona feng ni awafi. Fendi yo nyanta fulaile. Mitsa nyanta tala National Assembly. In fact, minority leader, I see you are here. Naye, al nyantane, the Minister of Finance, alias summoned the National Assembly. I had to close Molie. The purchasers of mega bank as well as economy and Georgia. Because when the national assessment, we cannot allow strategic national assessment. Nilete baby liquidate la. Aliyeje kavako ya menke brijola ya taile asnala be man ka to tailo ni julo ma jono mun ka wafile. Kunebe ko ngajele at the airport GIA company do le budget wala ka grand handling services. What is happening to GIA? You often far. So that Gambian Kolo, in family and Kafkomitati, Lun Monsen Alel, the Koja Rek, the Koja, Dafkoluner, Munaka film, Kual go for Monya go at the Kafulanyoma, can you more carbon again? Do it with definitely Dara Gana Khalas and Papa. United Democratic Party in Santa Yala. Depuis 1996, Musnyo Halat Sen Bopa. Gambia Red Line Musa Halat, that then continent the Halat Gambia, why Amna Lak Lumanahare, Akamna Naharan, Yene Amne, I Boram Hellano. The Madekon Tugal, Deganane, the editor of a Voice newspaper, Musa Sharif, and Mohamed Justice Darboe, they lay charge for false information. False information, line more false information. False information, bala mo naka crime. Mo naka information bo hamne. So ko jehe dafa yahadara ci rew mi. Pour wax ne Adama Barrow qui l'a préparé pour muna naka pour muna otuko naka candidat pour NPP lol lan la yahal rewi Gambia. Lan la yahal rew Gambia. Lu tax ngeña yob lolu. Why not lima foog ne moy li tyranny dictatorship moy delu swat Gambia gis nañ ne ci jamono ya Jammeh ni rek la li mo ne kon sen charges di jël yobu nit for false information di yobu nit di len charge ne ya ngi joxe information bo xamne is not correct lo rek la fi gisoon te going against journalists ni la ko ya Jammeh start on même entrench bopam. And we cannot allow that to happen in this country. And I want to here again, repeat, particularly in for this particular case, Mr. Sidi Toure, I call your name. Nenenge toki le sinya sabange yamare. Me toki la kotenke, me yamarla. In case I withdraw. Mr. Sidi Touré, Ntawo, Nyondo, Benine Fogan Kavoko, NPP la Kele Bole Kekan, Ibitankewe. Because Adama Baroda's sister is married to you. Bola Yatina, Al Hekatu, look, Al Hekatu. These are serious things. These are serious things. You cannot weaponize the police for another person's political interest. About the money kekam. People are losing respect for the police. And indeed, Ningat advise Mr. Toure Kavoko, case you withdraw. Because I believe Kavoko Ibe Itabitanko, Ibole Fasakam. Why didn't you leave him to do that? I found it at a court. Among the criminal justice system, he didn't appeal to that at a court in Zeribe. Melman didn't think Gambia Bolon and he lost your milk in Zeribe. I have a Sabada. He took him to court. Kiss near Fakabrakunda, ya published paper don't be the government of West Africa. Ya published a paper. Do the same thing by a lawyer. I am meant for a call. Ni Musa Sheriff Naman apologize. Kumonya I withdraw. Whatever within 24 hours, whatever some of the court. Please do that. Mr. Toure, advise your brother-in-law to go ahead with his civil action against the paper, the paper's editor, and also as the reporter. No keta, inshallah, long whether it's defamatory or not. Kalmunam to defamation, yamo totinya. Ya juti ya kugeme ya loka, abichula mola. B, dunia beka memfo 2 terms. Ni kom president menka after 2 terms lela, sala pomonyina, totinya long whatever. Eba tole dianika. So, nal malal be menkela, you want to clamp down on newspapers because now they go voice newspapers, your other articles, your funtin dijan memmandiali. So you think this can be an opportunity, but I think you are mistaken. And I think you are mistaken. And Musa Sharif, Inila Molo, we stand by you. We stand by you, we will support you in any way. We will support you in any way. And Nango will support in any way. We may not appear for in court. But your friend lawyer, so don't go back. Don't go back. Don't apologize. Then, they pounce on you. Yes, Samba, you're detained. And it's a shame. Now I tell all the United Nations, there are no political prisoners, there are no journalists, prisoners in my country. Look, to be a prisoner doesn't mean Kafko you are in mile 2. No, that's not only being a prisoner. Put a man in a 7-star hotel, you are deprived of liberty, he is a prisoner. It doesn't matter. 5 mile 2. So near more Samba detention, police headquarters. The man, he is detained, he is in prison because he is not at liberty. So that is not statement is accurate. In fact, we have seen how journalists have been mistreated here, or people working in media. We have seen how other journalists have had their livings taken away from them. Kerifat is one of them. Opposition platform all of them, and a contractual pay at the better. And we have seen also Al-Qadi discrimination menke Kal Kodota Kadi other media outlets when the other Melalam Alcohol Manke NPP supporters Alol together Melbal Jaila Hanale Kukurunke Melba Yelman Kake Luluoti Nale Totota Yaka Krabaji di Madi Wall Al Kodota Kadi Walela when Namoni Bijanto. Sorry, look at it. Yaram Betembo Mendo. Bulkoso Manana Kala Gambia. Bulkoso Gambia, Mina can't moment, not in Moy. Ababrako, Ndama Laftala Batway. Namoy. I do what in a man Sanjitanis also. That ran something in me. I had global and Menolo, Lumen Adamaborobatan, Dakar, after being sworn in. To almost 2 hours. Comment young be character you do. Didn't be tractor kono. rela ko ibe blocos le be dona e ba fala ko manta bakwela arma baro ganyeta mbangulen kam manta bakwela arma baro jamta money ko soto. People, we are looking forward to a better Gambia, better living conditions. Wamana nake nimkar nimbol fala kaf ko menya nakel ani kana blocos si Gambia mata bulka bel to sign mo tembo met wala ngaf ko nga juso dum fangla nga kol ke menya takela nga man ko dañi ngaja fas jeto. Talking about newspaper from Colade, Justice Minister, Etayalonko, prosecution is entirely under your control in the DPP. Nim police always la nyin kalanta yala. On savait ni CD Touré ba voulait la kalanta yala because I know that's all the police. Ni CD Touré ba la nyin kalanta yala abe bitanke fasala. You tell a constitutional mandate sort of case nya tabulo. And you give good name to the Gambia. These are not the sort of cases that we are going to prosecute. It's not going to happen when I'm Attorney General. And in we'll make sure that that does not happen when this is not Attorney General. Femfe kuke. Many lua manta amarinyata prosecute lale kuluro menyata lala kailakam. But you cannot go about witch hunting people. You cannot go about misusing your office in order to make a political point. So look at it. Diaspora call ko elafta kanya pun nyimbanko kam. Diaspora call ko alia kafuima. Itel femme demanding member di badila. Atel mel fanal bijanto. Ale du nyokam. Ale ta l'assistance nyol kam. Ale ta bar nyol kam. Ila karto ni yamuta 2026 ikanadi femme na manke UDP. Wala ba nyimbanko bandila. UDP lam nyimbanko jikodi. UDP called Gambian called that UDP la Gambian called Duvana UDP wala milaji kodi. Watani mbenga kafunyoma dukare ngodo kota ngake. Bankoni ngamen kungo lolu namo. There is a report of corruption somewhere. Bante corruption kilinde odwana yalon kam kolom tele interested na Chief Justice la Corda. Chief Justice la Corda Adama Barrow. Chief Justice la Corda. Nko yamuna fojedo ibasa la mol malabang foi da la mol. Chief Justice la Corda ibasa la mol malabang foi da la mol. Yalo nganyem foi ko ni make hani ye bungloja memu san bungti masakunda ko da nanata asata no bullede masakunda ko da nanata asata no bulle adi malla fi yetaro situation notam please molla dula na Chief Justice la Corda bojeto yata lanyi nula kotento me yalon kavoko isi bunyo isi nyom bunyima kemelo nyu jeto mola affaire jeto be ba fula ko sima fu banna dulago wo mentality because we cannot allow corruption in high places and just keep quiet about it. We have to fight it. We cannot take him to a commission, but we have to tell the whole world kavoko nyim government nyim ila daksino mante femfeti for engage in corrupt practices about the Manila. We have had kavoko there was going to be some investigation into allocations of land in Kamalo. Mamo hani people make it out of it. We still have not heard what's happening there. Adu wo area nyim. It has both ecological value. God lata ka kuntung kadi molla. Mol be larum ka fo mo me kenyalo under your watch wo mol be deri afe wo man kenya kut me yalo ka ko nyanta en gorilla benga nyina kumbo include te president de maboro nyimbun ko jam every end of month kasi janeto for the past 15 years by la ka fon tel man 22 years but for the past 15 years be kasi yibung la ko jam an ajama ya jame ka kurul mel fala corruption be ka fo janeto ngaf ko ngakele na tete tambindi kuru yo kele je eta man nafsa ya jame ko ya jame la mol ka ko ya jame nafsa de wo malo side and that must stop because bankola fanglo we cannot really go on dealing with that. Yes, Mr. President, you can believe all appreciate it do kula what ka so leke for you but then na mo je ko America president o tata play for it. Angleterre la prime minister fana nema mo ka dara li foda Nigeria president asikele bar nema moy bar hanata ka kakel president Amam Baro mamira saimlo wato di polite ta li fola Dalila. Italam chairman of OICT. Chairman of OIC. B. Dimbale be Sudan. B. Dimbale be Lebanon. B. Dimbale be Gaza. Nye be Muslim be Bankole. Yetale ko nyaton ko. Ifangale yafo. OIC meeting to ikontalam drive on yinti. The bus driver yafo jale de. Ila Gambia drive raya mo nyata wala bari wo meeting to. Iko imutala mu driver ti so be ibela ko be telebul. I think President Adama Barrow, instead of yatabe sila manka mankunda tanga miraka ko you as chairman of OIC in killing AU la chairman nyenga ka ina nyanta le blow du nyobo ale strategy workout men nyanta kilo membe Sudan men nyanta bay men nyanta banna kasaji workout me yalon ka kala me yalon ba Gaza men nyanta bay la Lebanon ibe bomb la every day men nyanta stop la you as the head of OIC, you have that responsibility. Imanya natal sila manka mankunda, iba marabani mola jedo, aninkonda mola. No, it's a serious thing. Because nakata, because ni lota, ninto, it does a lot for your legacy. We have seen how Saudi Arabia, Iraq and Iran, when he was chairman, Najala yake, I jeto. I didn't bafa jeto. And I want you to do the same thing, President Adama Barrow. And President Adama Barrow, go, kneel after Kela. Molbe United Democratic Party, Bemel Dilal, Mel, Inimel Bekuakela, Aquanya Sagano, I get Bangamel Todiati. Kadimbe Todia Kataka, come Meama, Gambia Action Ta, against the government of Myanmar. Alhamdulillah, I want to thank Attorney General Batambadu, Abu Bakar Tambadu. Atele ya ke, atatan tele, data governor Wotuma. Ntele nyanta tada meeting to manta non ka ko teta nyejeto. Tata jeto. Men I remember that naya this was go let us pursue it. And Cabinet Vice President now support Bediala, so that's fake. So that is giving Gambia good name, and President Adama Barrow, Gambia cannot have a bigger name, a greater name than your efforts against the conference of Dunia. President Adama Barrow, Janiyata UN General Assembly meeting, you had a very opportune moment. I mean, big time opportunity. Mayalon Kavoko, Janiyata no, ila foreign minister nyanta arrangement kala no, through the American embassy janto, for any President Joe Biden yebeng. To talk about the Middle East crisis in your capacity, not as head of state of the Gambia, but in your capacity as chairman of the OIC. And that will be part of the side events of the OIC. I'll give you them. They'll work out these things for you. So that Gambia Natoya, Gambia stand on Yato. Kavanyameng, Suokutale, Goodina, Yama Jengi, me admitted Lambal Jaila, me Molmer in the Diaspora, all the structures of the United Democratic Party, me admitted Lambe Jaila, and Molmer Funta Janto in big numbers. There's nobody Janto, they'll not defend him. I know, na UDP Diaspora, they supported Namol Melbinala Janto. I know Namodu, like Mohamed Jamia. I know Lamin Silla, Bamfa Kamara, Lamin Khan. I know Yamenke, Punyu event are successful, so Mbebe to Lambe Jaila. And also, be Nalon Kavoko, Ibrahim Soriba, UDP Lafa, Amantranyum Bank to P. Katuko, Abe Cantarola, Yalo Niela Kunkobo. You know, Ninsla Wulan Kabuni, Ekadar Cantarola, Pursa Wulan Canabila Kunkoko, Zabe Cantarola, and a Kunkokono, URR. You know, Puru, I Mendo Kujeto, Tinyala Kanatinya, Olana Mandraja, Mafana congratulated back by Tesla. And Ntembandi Nola, nimang security officers niolo. Ketentu. This nyantameitan la mobela. And I want to address particularly United Democratic Party in particular, and then the Gambian people in general. Ko, ni mol melan kaf ko there in uniform, in dinglom, do manyolom, but in dinglom. Near uniform mo bondi, ita for no kaf ko ni mo parade. It's only the uniform, me yeke parade. Adon, niyo uniform mo don, e kata lor munela pour Gambia la ko. Katara wolol. So, elatarom fejanto bi just shows that Kavakon telem kilinti, and we should continue to be one. Nkana UDP ko lon kana nyil muda Kavako, nyil munna jawolete. No, banku ding lamu. Maybe of the common structure ka Kenya me ni alpha be bulu alpha kalantang. Ako ita ku kalantanke, ikada ye ku kalantanke, ngono mo police wala odati. Baro manyen ka ko, men data ku kalantanke wala diatai. Ku kalantang fora da momi ya fa, wala ya kena ku kalantanke. So we should treat them as our brothers and our sisters. And they have shown that they are with us. And also police all fanalo, isinyinja ka ko, UDP manke any security outfit la and meeting. They are our people. They are our people, they are our brothers. In fact, Honorable Sanyang, Ablai Sanyang, Kabram Minister of Kabram Inspector General of Police, Mtata Lengaje with Alaj Darboe, to with a delegation. And I think I am second for number delegation of Kole. Until left a men. Well, if there is any change of government in this country, the head of the police continues to work with the new government. We don't want heads of institutions to change because there's a change of government. But heads of institutions, they must also do things to earn the confidence, to earn the trust of the ordinary Gambian people. Nada ka ordinary Gambian people, ika police or par police or soldier or immigration or whatever secret outfit, ikeja nyadol nyama, mejalon ka justifiably. If nyanda yajo nyama, what one changes kata. Certainly, and that is not what we want. We want continuity in the civil service. We want the civil service that includes the police, that includes the army, the NIA, the immigration, the prisons. We want them to be completely insulated from politics. We want them to be completely apolitical. Yiladoko yake in Gambia temo damana, and for no other reason. No keta. Wallahi mbebe tarla jantole hera ni jamma kono mbebe nganya kilingre kono. I know there are soldiers have voted for me. I cannot say it's Mr. X. I know there are policemen who have voted for me, immigration officers who have voted for me, and who have voted for our National Assembly members and our councillors. I know that, but we don't know them because it's secret ballot. So that shows that Kavako ni molu landa tamila be konole bal landa tamila loko kana kene ngebe suri jurukilina. So wayamaro mbodi la United Democratic Party molla mbadi la Gambia ding bela mbadi la police wal fanal bela ava kanan telta kavako intel malaf manzakundara whatever we say against the government wala mtonyate nata kavako tonyate no kabi ya jamano tanu ntakala fitra jalla mbulata no mala corruption ko mel la janjo tanu kala fitra ban kam même fo lom tonyate dinga fen fanam fo Adama Barrow Marsano kaf gorom tonyat. It's not that we hate Adama Barrow, but a system of managing the affairs of the country man left walla ya $40 million sister ya di newspaper ti walla atel police solo alma moto kendo right one call le fo iko em tolle moyla adembe ko na la call fo. So Mr. Sar be thankla very much in men and women for really from the airport to here what paraya da mamono de, you know, what lola fana yono. So we thank you very much. And finally, laftaka this is sad, it's a sad ending. Aji yam seka na deputy be imagine lamin kafo kabetar la nunjanto bi because amamme akotoma banda abe sunurin but nak this just shows how committed Ajam is. This just shows Ajam left the mena Nyimbankoye. So it's not even the loss of a dear one. May Yalon Kafka na event yetu. Mba akonto na sangla, bena nuclear itan la, ala, mbe ngafat cham jijang, fat cham, mbe akonto na ninde mbadu be, bal konto na sangla. Nakeba tero, pata fa bojang. Ngam kibaro fata na madlum mena, alhamdulillah, alala yalo, ay boy meldona. Mbal be konto na sangla, mbe mfam fanang konto na sangla. Ajam mudaw yabo.